somebody that you want to be, guys, when you grow up. This man is very, very distinguished. He was appointed to the University of Houston System Board of Regents by Governor Rick Perry in 2001. He served in many leadership roles in the United States Army and was awarded the Meritorious Service Medal. A graduate of the United States Military Academy at West Point and the UH Law Center, he currently is a partner at the Houston law firm Bracewell and Giuliani. This past summer, he was elected the chairman of the Board of Regents, the second African American to hold this post in the history of the University of Houston system. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in giving a very warm welcome to the Honorable Jarvis B. Hollingsworth.
Thank you, Cedric, and good morning to everyone here. Thank you so much for being here. This is a very momentous occasion for a number of reasons. I'm very proud and honored to be here and to bring greetings to you on behalf of the Board of Regents of the University of Houston system. We heard the chancellor talk a little bit about the life of Dr. Martin Luther King, who we honor today. I'm going to talk just a little bit further about that. I've also got some lessons from his children. It seemed that Dr. King learned a lot of things through his children, so I'm going to talk a bit about that as well. But Dr. King would have been 85 years old this year. His birthday, of course, as we know, was exactly a week ago. During his lifetime, Dr. King suffered great indignities, was jailed many times, but continued and achieved great things. He was welcomed at the White House, where he sat across the desk from President Johnson, and showered with many honorary degrees, awards, the Congressional Medal of Honor, and even a Nobel Peace Prize. As we've all seen the footage over the years, this great visionary preacher, civil rights and social justice champion felt very much at home when giving a speech. He was a great orator. Whether he was speaking before a monarch in Oslo accepting his Peace Prize, or addressing a small church in a southern town, or delivering, of course, his now historic I Have a Dream speech before 250,000 people at the Lincoln Memorial. No amount of oratory skill, however, was of help to Dr. King. He was trying to answer a very simple question from one of his other children. At the time, his 6-year-old daughter, Yolanda, one morning in Atlanta. You see, the story goes that Dr. King, his family would accompany him to the bus station before he left for many of his various trips. Along the way, they would pass an amusement park in Atlanta called Funtown. Little Yolanda, Dr. King explained during an interview back in 1965, would always ask, "Dad, when can we go there?" And he would always avoid directly replying to her question, so as not to hurt Yolanda's feelings. You see, colored people, as African Americans were referred to during that time, were not allowed to go to Funtown. They were not allowed to just be at the back of the room or at the back of the bus. They were not allowed there at all. So one day later, Yolanda was watching television, and a commercial came on urging people to come and spend the day at an amusement park called Funtown. Dr. King knew that it was time for him to explain to his daughter why they could not go to Funtown. And I quote Dr. King, "I have won some applause as a speaker," he recalled in that interview 50 years ago. "But my tongue twisted and my speech stammered, seeking to explain to my daughter why the public invitation on television did not include her." "One of the most painful experiences I have ever faced," Dr. King continued, "was to see her tears when I told her that Funtown was closed to colored children, for I realized that the first dark cloud of inferiority in her life had floated into her little mental sky." Dr. King went on to tell her that although there were many who were against her going to Funtown, there were many who did want colored children to go to Funtown. Deep in his heart, though, Dr. King knew that through unrelenting dedication, profound sacrifices, deep personal conviction, and above all, faith in the Almighty, right could defeat and would defeat wrong. As Dr. King is known to say, faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. It took faith for Dr. King to tell his little Yolanda that there were many who did want her to enjoy equality, justice, and the pursuit of happiness. As he darkly predicted the night before he was gunned down, Dr. King did not get to see the promised land, at least in this temporal world, but his legacy lives on. His dream of social justice and opportunity grows stronger with each generation, and his name now belongs to the world. Be inspired by Dr. King. Go out, do good works, help your fellow man and woman, and just like he did, make sure this city, this state, this nation, and this world are a better place for those who will follow you. Thank you.